Chester hits the first shot of the contest for 2 of his 6 first quarter points. Cavaliers led 14-11 after 1. St. John's came back to tie it at halftime. Kevin Geisey threads the needle on the break to Jeff Schwieterman, and it was 30-all at the break. Second half action, Coldwater's Mark Brunswick connects from 15 feet out for 2 of his game-high 16. Bluejays on the run now. Kevin Geisey lays it in and is fouled, erasing a 3-point Coldwater lead. St. John's led by 2 to start the fourth quarter. 1:41 left to play now. Frank Forstoffer hits Cord from 17 feet away, and the Cavaliers led 55-52. Coldwater throws the ball away on the inbound. Schwieterman takes advantage and scores to cut Coldwater's lead to 1 with 1:11 left. Delphos with a chance to win it with 12 seconds remaining, but Larry Geisey's shot finds iron. Then Forstoffer iced it, canning 2 free throws with 4 seconds left. Final score, Coldwater 57, St. John's 56.
Local got out of the gate fast, scoring the game's first 7 points. The feed inside to 45, Jay Huber. St. John's did not score for the game's first 6.5 minutes. Mark Wert for their first 2. Second quarter, pretty much the same story. Huber this time from way outside, 21-14, Marion Local at the half. Third quarter, St. John's came back behind Tony Odenweller. The Bluejays took their first lead of the game, 25-23, on another Odenweller hoop. He finished with 10, but Marion Local would win this one from the free throw line. There they outscored St. John's 20-5 for the game. Huber with a couple here. He led all scores with 19. Marion Local wins it 48-41. St. John's has now lost 2 in a row. They'll try to rebound Friday night hosting St. Henry's. Vince Koza for Midday.
Number 25, 6'2" forward Leroy Johnston led the Miller City Wildcats the first half, scoring a game total of 18, the game's high. The first half, the Wildcats stayed on top of the ball, coming up with possessions after first period juggling acts like this. St. John's came close to tying it in the third period, but waited till the fourth. Late in the fourth period, number 24, Tim Geisey ties the score. Moments later, Tony Odenweller puts the Bluejays in front, 45-44, and the crowd went wild. Tom Lehman, number 42 for Miller City, puts the Wildcats back in front from the foul line, but with seconds to go, Odenweller makes a layup, 47-46, St. John's. A last-minute attempt by Miller City was foiled by number 10, Jerry Wilhelm, for the Bluejays. After a few foul attempts, Miller City tries to make it into their home court with 2 seconds left. They can't do it. The final score, Delphos St. John's 47, Miller City 46. The Bluejays advance to Class A District Finals and play the winner of Thursday's Antwerp Continental game Saturday afternoon in the Elida Fieldhouse. This is Mike Bowersock reporting for TV 35 Sports.
We'll pick it up early in the first quarter. Jerry Wilhelm hits a 16-footer. Wilhelm finished with a game-high 22. Then Tony Odenweller puts it up from the corner. He hits all cord, and Delphos led by 2. Then Mark Wurst hits a sweet half hook, and Delphos took a 30-19 lead to the locker room. Here, Tim Geisey cuts to the hoop. Tony Odenweller hits him with a pass, and St. John's had opened up a 12-point lead. One bright spot for the Archers, Chad Horman. Here, pulls up for the 12-footer and hits, but it was all Delphos this afternoon. Then a nice move on the baseline by Jerry Wilhelm for the pull-up jumper, and the Blue Jays went on to win 73-59. Head coach Bob Arnzen says going to Toledo, he knows there'll be some tough competition.
I just thought the kids really gutted it out today. We didn't have one of our better shooting games, but it's probably one of the better defensive games that we played. I think when you get to the regional in Toledo, that it's every man for himself. I'm sure there's going to be 4 excellent basketball clubs up there, and I just hope we're the one that can come out of it.
Jerry Wilhelm did a great job running the floor today.
I think Jerry Wilhelm is probably one of the top 2 guards in this whole area. He doesn't usually score as much as he did today, but his ball handling really keeps us in a ball game.
Delphos advances to the Class Single A Toledo Regional, scheduled for Wednesday night at 6:30. Jeff Fitzgerald reporting for TV 35 Sports. It was the Jerry Wilhelm and Chris Wilson show early. Delphos' Wilhelm scored 10 first-quarter points, as did Wilson. Here, Wilhelm fires from outside. Bingo! 16 points for Wilhelm tonight. Then Chris Wilson answers with a bucket inside. He finished with a game and season-high 23, but St. John's held an 18-14 lead at the end of one quarter. But the Spartans came back after trailing by 11 early in the second quarter. Here, Dana Shoulders makes a nice move inside. He hits, and the Spartans had a lead at 27-26 late in the second quarter and took a 3-point, 31-28 lead to the locker room. But the Spartans came out hot in the second half. Here, Dana Shoulders with the steal. He goes to the hoop strong, and they led quickly by 11 themselves and were in control of the game. But the Blue Jays still had one last spurt. Wilhelm hits a running jumper in the lane, and Delphos had their first lead of the second half at 52-51. But big Chris Wilson put the nail in the Blue Jays' coffin. Here with a 12-footer, he was fouled, completes the three-point play for a 9-point Spartan lead. The Spartans shot 50% from the field compared to just 38% for the Blue Jays, who finished their season with a very respectable 21-4 record. Despite the loss, head coach Bob Arnzen is proud of his team's achievements this season.
Oh, yeah. One night like this doesn't destroy everything we've done through the whole basketball season. We're 21-3 going in this ball game, and 21-4 now. That's a great season. I know a lot of teams in the state of Ohio will love to have that.
This is Jeff Fitzgerald reporting for TV 35 Sports. Elida made the trip on Route 309 to Delphos tonight and probably wish they wouldn't have. The Blue Jays led from the start. 6'4" senior center Mark Wert gets free inside, goes off the glass and scores. Blue Jays led 12-6, but Elida stayed in the game on the strength of guard Jim Holler. Holler connects from 22. The Blue Jay lead was 4. In the second half, the Blue Jays began to pull away. Here, Dave Wigging pops a 10-footer in the lane and hits. Jays led 30-22. Then once again, it was Wurst. He hits a 10-foot turnaround. Jays had their biggest lead of the night at 40-27. But again, Elida made a surge. Holler with the breakaway. He scores. Holler finished with a game-high 20. Late in the game, the Jays went to their money man. Wurst hits another short turnaround. The Blue Jays lead was back to 9. Then the Blue Jays, working the clock, find Wurst free underneath the basket. He scores. Wurst finished with 18 points on the night. The Blue Jays defeat Elida 51-43. From Delphos St. John's High School, Jeff Fitzgerald, TV 35 Sports. This game had the look of blowout early. Shawnee jumped out of the gates quickly. Here, forward Brian Newland goes off the glass and hits. Shawnee led 6-2 and 18-6 at the end of one quarter. But for Delphos, the game was secondary when senior center Mark Wurst went down with an ankle injury. He never returned. The Jays needed Wurst to counter Shawnee's big man Todd Blanchard. Here, Blanchard connects from 10 feet. Shawnee's lead was 24-18. The Blue Jays cut the Indians' 12-point lead to 1 on this hoop by Dave Wigging at the halftime buzzer. The score stood at 24-23 Indians. In the third quarter, the Jays took their first lead of the night. Here, Wigging off the glass. Jays led 26-24. But Todd Blanchard had another great night. Newland misses the jumper, but Blanchard is there to lay it in. Blanchard finished with a game-high 31 points. Indians led by 2 and never lost their lead again on their way to a 54-51 win over Delphos. From Shawnee High School, Jeff Fitzgerald, TV 35 Sports.
great game, especially from our standpoint. I thought our kids held together real well in the last 3 minutes under a lot of pressure of Delphos. We took a lot of time off the clock. Both Sites and Mulcahy hit some big free throws at the end of the game. Scott Smith had a big play. I thought just about everybody on our team contributed something. It was a nice win for us.
Typical St. John's LCC game where both teams played as hard as they possibly could play. I don't think it's one of the better played games we've ever played, but it was close all the way through, and probably the biggest margin was the 7 points at the end of the game.
The 8th-ranked Pirates played some tenacious defense and running their record to 12-1 in the first half. Continental in blue. Tony Mitchell makes the steal. He goes all the way for the lay-in. Pirates led by 2. Then it's Troy Slatman. He picks Mark Worst's pocket. Throws a blind pass to a streaking Dennis Herr. Continental would run off 10 straight points to take a 14-4 lead. But Mike Sherliff holds the Jays even at the half. With this jumper, the game was tied at 17. In the second half, the Pirates stayed in control here. Troy Slatman hits in the lane. The Pirates defeat Delphos 44-34. From Delphos, Jeff Fitzgerald, TV35 Sports. Dwayne Holt and the Wildcats came to Delphos where it's tough for anyone to win. Tonight, Holt and company found that out. Early on, the Blue Jays in white. Mark Wert gets free underneath. The Jays led by 8 at the end of one quarter. Bath stayed within striking distance of the Jays on the strength of Sean McDonald. Here with a pretty move in the lane and the bucket. Then McDonald knocks the ball loose, gets a lead pass from Mike Thomas. He scores, but the Blue Jays wouldn't crack under full court pressure. Dan Wilhelm finds Dave Wigging. Blue Jays roll to a 70-60 win over Bath. From Delphos, Jeff Fitzgerald, TV35 Sports.
Delphos was rocking tonight, and the sold-out crowd saw a dandy. Van Wert, though, scored the game's first 6 points. Lance Moonshower with the steal. He'll go coast to coast for the lay-in. And then watch Moonshower drive the baseline. The pretty move to the hoop. The Cougars were looking good. But back came Delphos behind big man Craig Allmeyer. The turnaround jumper here. Blue Jays led 29-26 at the half. And it was Allmeyer who took control in the third quarter as the Blue Jays made a run. The hoop inside. And then off the miss, Dave Wigging with the rebound and bucket. St. John suddenly led by 11, 45-34. Aaron Meckling tried to bring the Cougars back. This hoop brought Van Wert within 5. But the fourth quarter belonged to Mike Williams. He scored 11 of his game-high 20 points in the final period. This hoop jumped the lead back to 7. Van Wert gave it one last shot. Pat Jackson misses, but counters his own rebound. The move to the hoop, he makes the shot and gets the foul. Cougars were within 2, but they would get no closer. Free throws finished off the state's second-ranked AA team. St. John pulls off the big upset as the Delphos fans erupt. 63-58 the final. From Delphos, Vince Koza, TV35 Sports.
Redskins looking to pluck a few feathers tonight on the Blue Jays, and it looked like they might early on. Wahawk led most of the first half. They did it with rebounding. Here, Chris Mate with the follow, 18-12, Wahawk first quarter. This came at a bit of everything, including a technical foul called on veteran Blue Jay coach Bob Arnzen. The Jays had a scare in the second quarter as well when Doug Edkin went down hard after the hoop. He would return later and score 18 for the night. Second half, Redskins led by as many as 11, but back came the Jays. Mike Williams here splits two defenders and scores, plus the foul. Wahawk led by 2. Later fourth quarter, Delphos takes the lead. Chris DeBell is stripped of the ball. Doug Eggman gets the pass. He'll take it home. 67-66 Jays. And it was nail-biting time at Wahawk. 41 seconds left. Redskins down by 2. DeBell will drill a three-pointer to give Wahawk the lead. But Mike Williams made the big plays down the stretch. Watch with 18 seconds left. He fights for the loose ball and rolls the ball over the rim. 77-76 Delphos. Then with time running out, this long bomb by DeBell won't fall. Delphos battles for the loose ball and finally gets it. They win it 79-76. Mark Meyer reporting for TV 35 Sports.
A packed house on hand for this one. Game sold out at halftime of the junior varsity contest. Elida in the road black, moving out to a 5-point lead on the strength of their fast break. Jason Good with a nice dish here to Will Brown for the banker. 29-24 Bulldogs. Elida then started hitting the three-pointer, connecting on 4 in the first half. 2 from this guy right here, Jason Good. The Bulldogs led by 10 at the half. Third quarter now, and the Blue Jays start a run. Mike Williams hits the three-pointer for St. John's. The Blue Jays were within 5, but Elida pulled away and went up by 13 at the end of 3. Jody May nails the 15-footer here for the Bulldogs. Fourth quarter, at least in the beginning, it was all Elida. Good had the hot hand all night long, finishing with a game-high 26 points. 2 more on this 14-footer for Elida, but the Jays rallied and pulled within 3 on this breakaway layup for Kurt Mager. The bucket plus the foul, but that was where it ended for the Blue Jays. Elida hangs on for the 74-69 win.
feel great. It's really great to have the pressure off. 600 never really meant a whole lot to me, but it did to everybody around, and that's all I've been hearing and reading about for the last couple of weeks, and it's sure nice to have that off our back so we can just go back and play basketball.
Looking forward now to possibly win number 700?
Well, I don't know. That's a good 5-6 years down the road, and I like to say let's just play 1 year at a time and see what that brings.
Win number 600, did this mean anything more to you than the other maybe 599?
Well, I'll tell you the biggest significance I have in it is I looked around the crowd tonight. There were a gang of my old former players here, and a couple of old principals that I had that were here. Dan Rupert, one of my old players, the principal of LCC, was here, and I like to think that I can share this, and they can share this with me. We can share it with each other, and that's the significance that I have in the outcome of this 600 tonight.
Any moment that possibly really stands out over the 600 wins, and maybe the state championship, if anything?
Oh, I don't think so. I wouldn't even like to single that out because we had so many good teams down the road that we didn't win a state championship with, and I think a lot of those guys still think that they had the best team that we ever had at St. John's, and as far as I'm concerned, they can always think that, but I'm never going to say who I thought was the best team.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. I think I'm going to now.
Good job. Thanks. The preseason's favorite in red here. Scott Hardings for the Redskins, 37-35 St. Henry at the half. Fourth quarter now, and St. John senior Kurt Mager, who hit 7 3-point bombs, finished with 25, drills the triple, 56-53 Blue Jays. St. Henry toughened, getting a steal here, ahead to Dave Seifring for the easy bucket. Redskins were up by 1. Now in the waning seconds, score tied. Mager can't hit the running one-hander here, but Steve Jennyhoff is there to sneak it back in. Blue Jays up by 2. St. Henry had the last shot, but it went wide of the mark, and St. John's had the win, their second of the year. 62-60 was the final. From St. John's High School in Delphos, Jeff Lansley reporting for TV 35 Sports. Great matchup to end 1988. Shawnee at Delphos St. John. The Indians in the black. They went from triple land early and often. First Brad Heisman. And then moments later, almost the same spot, Matt Otto. Nothing but cord. St. John's got great inside play out of big Steve Jennyhoff. Banging inside for 2 of his 15 first half points. Blue Jays led by 5 at the half. Third quarter now. Shawnee outscoring St. John's 16-14. Brad Heisman to skip right. But the Indians still trailed by 3 entering quarter number 4. But within minutes, St. John's had built that lead back to 8. Wayne Roadhouse here, making it 57-49. Shawnee suddenly got hot, though, reeling off 9 straight points and going up by 1 when Sean Payne hit the short J in the lane. But with a little over 30 seconds to go, the Indians found themselves down by a deuce. Who do they go to? Matt Otto. He gets inside, gets it home, 67-all. Into overtime we went. And then in the extra session, it was all Otto. First, he hits the baseline jumper, 69-67. Then he cans a 15-footer to put Shawnee up by 4. It was then a parade to the free throw line for Shawnee. Matt Otto got 2 more. He finished with 27 on the night. He led all scores. Then Brad Heisman went to the line. He knocked home a couple. He finished with 18. Shawnee gets their 6th win of the year. Your final, 79-77. In Delphos, Jeff Lansley reporting for TV 35 Sports.
Delphos St.John's Gymnasium to watch the Bluejays host state-ranked Van Wert, and the Cougars are playing well. Just ask the Jay. Second quarter, Shad Foster pops from three-point range, and then watch the beautiful teamwork here. Tony Clayman gets the inside hoop. Cougars were rolling 35-21, and Bluejays head coach Bob Arnzen only able to watch. Van Wert was on fire. Chad Brown here with the hoop. The Cougars up 45-29 at the half. The Bluejays weren't in this one, but a super game from Steve Jettinghoff. A game-high 29 points, but he couldn't do it alone. And the Cougars had balance. Neat leading the way with 21 points and some nice plays. Van Wert now 10-1. St. John's losing 3 of its last 4 games at home. Wow. 82-67 the final. From Delphos, Vince Koza, TV 35 Sports. Blue Jay fans were pumped up for this one, and they saw St. John's dominate the Broncos early on. Steve Jettinghoff muscling inside. Delphos up 32-23. Then the Jays on the steal. Up ahead to Jettinghoff for the lay-in. He had 23 points in the first half alone. St. John's up by 12. But Dayton Jefferson rallied. Here a steal of their own. The lead pass. Watch Andrew Canada catch up to the ball and somehow lay it in. St. John's lead cut to 7. They led by 9 at the half. Second half showtime for Jettinghoff. This lay-in inside, 60-48. Now when a guy is dominating, opposing defenses are supposed to make adjustments. Jettinghoff here, hoop and foul, 63-50. Off the inbounds pass, guess who? He was unstoppable tonight. Steve Jettinghoff, only a junior, would set a St. John school record scoring 52 points. The Jays go to 11-5 with a 187 triumph. From Delphos, Vince Koza, TV 35 Sports.
team is really playing. This was the best game of the tournament so far for us. We didn't play real well the first two, but I thought tonight we really played about as good as we could play.
Celina head coach Steve Panoa is showing off perhaps his best team ever. The Bulldogs like to get it out and go. Evidence here, Lance Stockler to the hole for the jam. Celina led 53-41 third quarter. But St. John's Scott Elwood would bang home 8 straight points. He finished with 32 on the night. That cut the lead to just 4. How about Celina, the passing game? Jeff Collins would get it back from Stockler. He laid it up and in. Celina was back up by 10 after 3 quarters. Then in the fourth quarter, Celina kept it up. Nick Zumberg to Kurt Potcotter. Bucketed and foul. The lead was 15 for Celina. Then it was Zumberg with a pretty feed. Cross lane to Jimmy Miller. Miller finished with 27. Celina routs St. John's 92-75. From Delphos, Jeff Flanzy for TV 35 Sports.
About a month ago, I had decided I was going to stay in coaching.
To provide a perfect match to your lifestyle, American Eagle lets you choose from 2 highly livable and spacious floor plans. The 38J features a side aisle design. This visually and functionally separates the bath and stateroom from the rest of the coach for maximum privacy and separation of living areas. The 38A offers an extremely roomy walk-through bath and private dressing area, complete with a large hall wardrobe. Let's explore this exciting floor plan in more detail. For an extra spacious living room, many American Eagle owners choose the optional touring package. By eliminating the front overhead cabinets, this option dramatically opens up your living area, and it opens up your view. The oversized touring windows bring in more light and let you see more of the sights. They also bring in a refreshing breeze. Their torque design lets the fresh air in and keeps the rain out. The screen won't let the insects in either. Of course, the standard-sized living room windows are available if you want the extra overhead storage. Whichever living room configuration you choose, you're surrounded by high-end residential styling in a color scheme of your choice, all tastefully coordinated and matched to the exterior. You're also surrounded by quality sound when you're watching TV or using the VCR. A special selector box lets you listen to your TV sound out of the coach speakers. It also lets you choose which speakers to send your stereo music through. Whether you're watching a classic movie, listening to your favorite CD, or taking a nap after a glorious day outdoors, you can ease back in soothing comfort in the luxury swiveling recliner with footrest. Throughout the coach, luxury and handcrafted quality come through in every detail of the solid oak cabinets, from the mortise and tenon construction of the doors to the brass hardware with chrome accents. Few homes have their equal. A host of additional features and options make the American Eagle living room just right for your lifestyle. Moving into the dinette, the freestanding dinette is one of the options that American Eagle owners prefer most. For your meals for two, you get a tremendous amount of open space. You can really settle into the comfortable swivel chairs, and the table is just the right size. Are you having guests for dinner? No problem. The table can be quickly extended for 4 people. The pull-out leaf automatically snaps into place. The oak chairs are stylishly upholstered and padded for comfort. When they're not in use, they fold and store out of the way. These additional features make your dining even more enjoyable. American Eagle's uncompromising quality and eye appeal continue in the galley. For starters, you're standing on elegant oak plank flooring. The rich oak motif extends to the cabinetry and the solid oak drawers with dovetail construction. Even the double-door Dometic refrigerator features raised oak paneling. Beautiful, isn't it? For more uncompromising quality and beauty, the countertops and sink covers are made of lustrous, durable corian. Look at all the counter space you get. To give you still more food preparation area, the range comes with a stainless steel cover. The galley is equipped with all the amenities you need to make meal preparation a pleasure. This model's walk-through bath makes bathing and dressing a pleasure as well. You can create a roomy and completely private dressing area by closing the doors to the bedroom and galley. The doors are solid oak with raised paneling. The hall wardrobe is enormous and right where you want. The full-sized mirrored doors slide easily. The double close rod gives you plenty of hanging space. There's also ample full-length hanging room for all your longer items. The wardrobe is cedar-lined to protect your clothes. 8 spacious drawers provide abundant additional storage. They glide effortlessly on residential-style dual-roller metal guides. The hand-laid tile floor in the bathroom is yet another quality residential touch. It's attractive and it resists water damage. For further luxury, the bathroom comes with a corian countertop and clear glass shower with brass fixtures. Here are some more features you'll appreciate in the bath and hall area. The bedroom is a vision of comfort and elegance. You can stretch out in the queen-sized island bed with a Sealy Sleep Firm mattress. The walk-around space makes it a snap to straighten up the bed. It's a snap to get under the bed, too. The bed is hinged and supported by gas struts, providing additional access to the engine. The engine cover is heavily insulated to keep the bedroom quiet and comfortable. The bedroom's luxury is enhanced by the textured vinyl wall covering, which we install ourselves. Everything is top of the line, including the oak nightstands, cabinets, and shirt wardrobes with adjustable shelves. The list of features goes on and on. What defines the American Eagle lifestyle? Convenience and easy access outside, a wealth of storage inside and out. One-of-a-kind construction from a custom-designed chassis to handmade touches by master craftsmen. Elegant residential styling and quality throughout the coach. And a special camaraderie with other American Eagle owners. Best of all, with the financial strength of the industry leader behind it, American Eagle's luxury and quality are surprisingly affordable. American Eagle, a motorhome like no other, for a lifestyle like no other. Yours. Your American Eagle dealer can tell you more about how your lifestyle can soar to new heights with American Eagle.
It's a gorgeous coach, and it's a well-built coach. It has everything on it that a person could possibly want, especially for someone living the lifestyle that we do, that lives in our coach year-round.
There's no better way to me to be on the road than with the American Eagle.
are now the proud owner of an American Eagle. To help you enjoy it to the fullest, here are some simple care and maintenance tips. This tape is intended only to provide a brief introduction. For a thorough understanding, please refer to your owner's manual and other literature in your owner's information package. Let's begin with basic engine maintenance. This rear compartment gives you access to your drive belts, engine oil dipstick, transmission dipstick, air filter restriction gauge, fuel water separator, and oil fills. You can also check the level of your radiator coolant. When you're on the road, check these items daily. For further instructions, see your owner's manual. Once a month, take a minute to check the water levels in your coach batteries. Add only enough water to cover the battery plates. Do not fill all the way to the holes. This could cause battery acid to overflow into the compartment. Your generator is another source of electrical power. Here's the oil filter, dipstick, and drain valve. Check the oil level every 8 hours of operation. Your generator fuel filter requires changing at routine maintenance intervals. Refer to your generator manufacturer's owner's package for further maintenance instructions. It's important to keep the slides on the generator tray well lubricated with white lithium grease. White lithium grease is also ideal for lubricating exterior door latches on all compartments and your entry door. Do this every 6 months or so. Your entry step needs regular lubrication as well. Lubricate all moving parts every 6 months. Inspect your windows for cracked sealant around the frame every 3 months or so. Keep the weep holes clean so they can drain water from the lower track. On your roof, check every 6 months for any resealing that is needed, especially at the moldings and vent caps. Look for cracks or lack of sealant. Your owner's information package contains instructions on applying sealant. Every 6 months, clean the filters on your roof air conditioning units. To do this, remove the 2 control knobs on the front of the unit. Then remove the 2 Phillips screws on the bottom of the shroud. Drop the shroud and remove the filters. To clean the filters, either vacuum them out or rinse them. Your water filter also needs periodic cleaning. Inspect the filter after the first 90 days of use. Clean it if necessary, then inspect it every 6 months. Your furnace filter is located near the floor on the driver's side of the galley. Replace the filter after 90 days of furnace use. In dirty, dusty, or high humidity conditions, check the filter weekly during furnace use. To remove the filter, turn the retainer tabs to a horizontal position. Pull the filter straight out. Remove the spare filter from the storage box directly above the filter box. Then slide in the new filter. Make sure the airflow arrows point downward. Be sure to turn the retainers to secure the filter. To work effectively, the coolant coils of your ice maker need to be free of dirt and lint. Clean them every 6 months. If you have a pet, clean the coils every 2 months to keep them clear of pet hair. To access the coils, remove the screw at the top of the front grill. Then remove the grill. Use either your vacuum cleaner or dust buster to clean out the coils. To help the fiberglass exterior retain its beauty, wash it regularly and wax it once a year. For best results, use a non-yellowing wax designed specifically for fiberglass. If you're living in your coach for extended periods, air it out regularly. This will help prevent moisture and condensation from building up inside. You can also help prevent this problem by using your exhaust fans when cooking and showering. Refer to your owner's information package for further instructions on this matter. If your motorhome will be stored unheated in freezing temperatures, the water systems should be winterized. To winterize, drain the freshwater tank by opening the tank's drain valve. Open the drain valves on the hot and cold water pipes as well. Turn the water pump on. Then open a cold water faucet. When the water flow stops, turn the pump off. Drain the water heater by opening the drain valve at the bottom of the heater. Also, open the safety valve. Now you can open the hot and cold water faucets and depress the flush pedal on the toilet. Finally, drain the wastewater system by following the procedures outlined in your owner's manual. Then close all drain valves. Consult your dealer for other winterizing steps that should be taken in your climate. With a little regular maintenance, you can look forward to many years of enjoyable, reliable service from your American Eagle. If you have any questions and they're not answered in your owner's information package, please contact your dealer. He'll be more than happy to serve you. We sincerely thank you for choosing American Eagle. Happy touring.